afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Friday, June 6th, and you may not or do know what that means. It's time for the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, climbing that ladder, ready to cash in. It is I, Jeremy Pierce. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. I had the hiccups there. Today's show, very, very simple. A show that we all love, an event that we all love. Money in the Bank, the 2025 edition goes down this Saturday. And we gonna, you know what we do, we gonna preview the show, make our predictions, and even look a little forward to see how these, briefcase cash-ins will play out. But for now, you know what's next. So just go on and hit my music. All right, last year's Money in the Bank 2024 went down. It took place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada at the Scotiabank Arena. It's always fun when wrestling goes to Toronto. Let's look at the results match card. Oh, look, surprisingly, the show had 5 matches last year. 5. Let's see. We had the men's Money in the Bank briefcase ladder match. This was featuring Drew McIntyre, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, and L.A. Knight. Drew McIntyre won that briefcase, and his cash-in failed. Then we had Sami Zayn defeating Braun Breaker to retain the Intercontinental Championship. We also had Damian Priest defeat Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. This was part of Drew's cash in. Remember, the match started out originally as Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. And there were stipulations here. This was Drew's cash in, and since Seth lost, he could never challenge for the title as long as Priest was champion. Had Priest lost, he would have had to have left the Judgment Day. I think I said that right. We had the women's Money in the Bank ladder match with Tiffany Stratton defeating Chelsea Green, Io Sky, Lyra, Valkyria, Naomi, and Zoe Stark. Tiffany Stratton did cash in. She cashed in on Nia Jax, and she won. And the main event was the Bloodline 6-man tag solo. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga defeating Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. Random. But we got the Money in the Bank going down. We have, look at that, 4 matches. And I swear to Black Baby Jesus, if this 4-match card goes over 2 hours, I'm going to be pissed, and I might be done with the WWE. They already become soulless. It's not fun anymore, but let's dive into it. We have, like I said, 4 matches on the card. First up, we have Lyra Valkyria defending the Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch. There's a stipulation here. This is a last chance match. If Lyra loses, Lynch loses, she can no longer challenge for the title as long as Lyra is champion. And if Lyra loses, she will be forced to raise Becky's hand and acknowledge her as the better woman. This is solid. Listen, since entering this feud with Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria has been absolutely amazing on the mic. You can see the confidence. You can see just how much she's grown. And that happens when you work with somebody on the caliber of Becky Lynch. Lyra won the first match that went down at Backlash. This all stems from Bayley being jumped, so Lyra getting a new partner being Becky Lynch. They win the tag titles at WrestleMania, lose them the next night on Raw. Becky turns on Lyra. Becky faces Lyra. Becky loses to Lyra. Becky gets a rematch. Make sense? Makes sense. This has been very, very solid, and this really has been a solid feud. It's just do you have Lyra go over Becky twice in a row? That's the conundrum we have here. And the stipulation, whenever there's a stipulation, one that says if I lose, I can't challenge again, usually that person wins. Then there's the odd exception, like last year when Priest won, forcing Seth not to challenge again. But I think they're on the right track of establishing the Intercontinental Championship. They're doing a much better job with it than the United States Championship. This is going to be an interesting match because it can go a plethora of ways. But I think I'm going to take Becky Lynch to win here and retain this. To win the championship and become the new Intercontinental Champion. That might even make her the first onto the new Grand Slam path. All 3 women's titles, tag title. Yeah, she'll be the first to accomplish the brand new Grand Slam if they ever acknowledge it. Then we have this random tag match with the WWE Champion John Cena teaming up with Logan Paul to take on the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. This one is funny. So this match goes all the way back to the Royal Rumble, because remember this: Jey won the Royal Rumble, lastly eliminating John Cena. Then night 1 of WrestleMania, Jey won the World Heavyweight title. Cena defeated Cody to win the WWE Championship. Rhodes took a sabbatical while Jay's doing his thing. At Saturday night's main event, he ended up defeating Logan Paul. But even before that, he was confronted by Cena. Cena commented on Jey possibly losing the title to a YouTuber and how that would ruin wrestling, something Cena's promised to do, declaring those intentions to retire as champion at the end of the year. Later that night, Cena interfered on Paul's behalf, only to be thwarted by a returning Rhodes. Uso ultimately won, and now we have this tag match. Here's the thing. Jey and Cody are former tag team champions. It was random. It was fun. But they are former tag team champions. Whereas Cena and Logan are kind of just thrown together. And what is the point of here? It's kind of just to drag out Cody and Cena, drag out Jey and Logan. But you guys also remember the following night, Jey's defending the world title against Gunther. And because that's happening, I actually like Cena and Logan to win. Just get some heat on these guys. Let the bad guys win some more. Have Cody crash out some more. Have Jey doubt himself. It's going to be a fun match. This will probably end up being the main event for some stupid ass reason. But I like it here. I like what's going to go down here, and we can finally see more development in Cody Rhodes. Then we have our 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. Let's start with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, because this one is pretty easy to predict. So our participants are Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and El Grande Americano. So let's just take out who's definitely not winning. Penta is not winning. El Grande Americano is not winning. As much as I would like to see it happen, Andrade is not winning. So it comes down to Solo, LA Knight, and Seth freaking Rollins. So where are we really going with this? I'm not gonna drag this out. I'm not. Seth Rollins is winning. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. they made a field that is so obvious, that is not even close to being stacked, that they've pretty much spelled it out for you that Seth Rollins is winning this match. I'm sorry. He just is. Like, I don't think they're confident enough to put a world title on Solo, nor are they more confident enough to put a world title on LA Knight. I just don't see it happening. And for storyline purposes, it's kind of gotta be Seth to move things along with everything going on Raw. His faction needs to work by him having a world championship. So look, easier said than done. Take Seth Rollins to win Money in the Bank. On the women's side of things, this one is much harder to predict than the men's match. We have Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Giulia, Naomi, and Stephanie Vaquer. It really is a toss-up on who could win this match. First, you got the three newcomers in Roxanne, Giulia, and Stephanie. So they could win. Then you got Alexa Bliss, who's probably the wild card. Here's you know what? Here's what I think is not winning. I don't think Rhea is winning, because I don't think Rhea would cash in. Money in the Banks really work best when a heel has the briefcase. It's just much more fun that way, and Alexa Bliss isn't a bad guy here. It's going to be interesting to see how things work with both Alexa and Roxanne being in this match, as they are two of the smallest women on the entire roster. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do. Rhea is the powerhouse. Then you got Stephanie and Giulia, and these two ladies are really going to be on the big stage, the bright stage of Money in the Bank. Yes, they've been on the main roster before. Yes, they've wrestled in front of thousands and thousands of people, but this is different. This is a big 5 show, and I still think it's a little too early to put a championship on either one of them. It's a little easier to do it on Raw, just because EO has a lot of challengers, and whoever takes it from her is going to get some massive heat. I think Tiffany could be in danger, and I'm saying all this, and I haven't mentioned the one person who I think's winning the match. That's Naomi. I think Naomi's winning this match. She has the most to gain from this match. Naomi, since turning heel, since becoming the Psycho, has been amazing. She's been so good, and I think when she said that line that, hey, every time I challenged for the title last year, Tiffany, you got in the way, and you've seen what happens when people get in my way. And I think that makes the most sense to have Naomi win, because now you can put the title on her and rub it in Jade's and Bianca's face. Like, again, even though Joy's a heel, she hasn't really established herself yet on the main roster. Stephanie has. My backup pick is Roxanne. I could really see that happening, but I think her storyline with the Judgment Day has to just play out a little bit more. So I'm actually going to go with Naomi to win this match. I think it just makes the most sense here. So let's go over the card one more time. I got Becky Lynch defeating Lyra Valkyria to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I got John Cena, Logan Paul defeating Cody, Rhodes, and Jey Uso. I have Seth Rollins winning the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and I have Naomi winning the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. But that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Look on the screen what we got coming up, and check out the socials. Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. And as always, Anna J, Willa Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Bailey, Isla Dawn, and Priscilla Kelly. Holla at your boy. Peace.